Hey everyone, welcome back to Bachelor Happy Hour. I'm Joe.
And I'm Serena.
And we are here today with our lovely guests, Adam and Raven. Welcome, guys, to Bachelor Happy Hour.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. It's been a while. I feel like
this is our debut on here, actually. I think we've never done it with Joe and Serena.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I've had
I think we've had Raven.
Raven, you've been on this
solo.
podcast.
Yeah. We've never had couples therapy.
Yeah. I'm blessed to be in y'all's presence because you guys are like king and queen and we're prince and princess. So I feel honored to be here.
You are being too honest, but thank you so much. Happy belated Mother's Day, Raven.
Oh, thank you.
What'd you guys
so much.
do?
We were actually at a wedding at Puerto Vallarta where we met.
That's right.
On Bachelor in Paradise, surprisingly. And but Adam did treat me to a 90-minute massage at the Four Seasons while we were there. So it was pretty good.
Were you at the Four Seasons Punta Mita?
Yes.
Okay. I know my parents have stayed there and they're like, it is nice.
Yeah, we had the best time. It was really needed too. Just us.
And
kids.
she was easy. I was like, hey, what do you want for Mother's Day? And she just said, honestly, like a massage and just a day of like just peace. I'm like, boom, say less. And we were already at the wedding. So I was like, all right, it's perfect. We'll double up and just
so easy on you this year.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. So
I feel like, awesome. I mean, I don't have kids, obviously. I feel like a Mother's Day wedding is like maybe unusual to like have a wedding on Mother's Day weekend, but maybe this is a hot take. Like, is it kind of nice to just be like, what I want for Mother's Day is to just chill and not be with my kids? Is that bad?
Yeah. I mean, it was nice being on the beach, but Adam will tell you, we get like the first day we're there, we're like, yeah, kid free. And then the second day we're like, oh, we wish our kids were here. Yeah. Like with a nanny or a grandma, but like still here. You know what I mean?
There with help, there with reinforcements.
Yes, exactly.
How do you guys feel? You guys go to Mexico every year, right? Do you do like an anniversary in Mexico every year? Is that a thing?
We just go a lot because the flight is so easy.
Yeah, we do a lot. We partner with one of the hotels that's there. And I mean, we're in Dallas. Like we're 2 hours from Cabo. No, 2.5 from Cabo, 2 from Puerto Vallarta, 2 from Cancun. So you can just pop to each one and like, and it's virtually almost each of them is within an hour or 2 hours time change. So
yeah.
It's not crazy, but it's like an easy, pop over for us.
It's like we could go to Florida or even California. We could go to Mexico in less time than going across the.
Yeah, true.
Right. Like California. It would be like going to Florida for us. Like it's like a 2.5 hour flight from New York to Florida.
Exactly.
But then to go to Cabo, it's like 5.5 hours. Whereas if it was close, if it's between Florida and Cabo, like I'm probably choosing Cabo.
Yeah, we enjoy it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's surprising to me.
I've just told you that.
Just now.
You don't listen to me. How far is Austin from Dallas?
It's about a 3-hour drive, or it's a 45-minute flight.
I'm going there the first week of June for my brother's bachelor party.
Oh, nice.
Do you ever go out there?
Yeah, I remember you posted something and you are like restaurant recs. So
yes.
I'm gonna text you like 3 that I really like. But I know you're a hard critic when it comes to food. So I'm gonna give you the spectrum. I'm gonna give you like, obviously you got to hit the Texas barbecue, and then you need to have some kind of swanky, funky Austin local type thing. And then I'll give you something that's a little bougie as well. So I'll give you the spectrum.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna tell you right now. I have reservations at the one restaurant is.
There's like 10 or 11 of them going. So he's like big.
Yeah, that's a big party.
Yeah.
One restaurant starts with a D. It's like Da Day or something like that. And then I'm trying to make reservations at this ATX Cochina. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I heard of it.
Okay. All right. Well, you got to send me those.
Yeah, maybe comments on this.
I think what you're talking about is Dea. I think I know it. It's pretty cool. That's a good spot. Do you know where are you staying downtown?
Yeah, I'm staying downtown.
Okay. So you'll be central there.
We're going a few days early to golf as well at the Omni Barton Creek.
Dude, you're gonna love that course.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Omni, we have an update about our lives.
Oh my gosh, tell us.
Oh, we're building a house up at the new Omni up in Frisco, Texas, which is like north here in Dallas. So we have a house that we're gonna build.
And Joe, if you're a golfer, you and Serena have to come visit us when we get it all built because our house is between the 7th and 6th hole.
You
6th
got
and
it.
7th hole.
You got it.
Good job. Wait,
so we're like, Adam's like, when we first started dating, I think we were literally on the beach on Paradise. Adam was like, there's two, when we get out of here, there's two things we're going to do. We're going to live off of Lover's Lane, which we live off of Lover's Lane. And I think he was just saying that to like be romantic. And then he said, and then we're going to live on a golf course. Okay, and so when the PGA came to Frisco and started opening lots and we got a lot, I was like, wow, everything you have ever said, it's come to fruition. So
maybe it wasn't just about romance. He meant it. He was like, this is what we're doing. And he made it happen.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I try to manifest it.
So you guys have been in Dallas for how long?
When did you move here? 2020?
Beginning of 2019, like end of 2018, I've been here.
Okay.
And then he's been here longer.
Will be like far, just a little down the road.
Like 25, 30 minutes north of here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's the burbs, but it's fun. It has its own little bubble up there. Like where we live, we're close to all the great restaurants. We have, we're close to the American Airlines, which is where the Mavericks play, and like the Dallas Stars, the hockey team. I mean, we're just super central here. We're like 7 minutes from the airport. And we're not in the flight path, so you don't really hear the planes, which is cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
They call this area the incubator because everyone comes like to our area we're in right now to have children, and then they move out to the burbs.
That's right.
So that's exactly what we're doing.
How is it building a house from scratch? Wait, before you answer that, Adam, what's your handicap?
Like a 10, 11.
Okay, so yeah, you're good. I saw your swing. You're good. Okay. How is it?
Joe's always circling back to golf on this podcast. He's so hyper fixated.
I'm getting there. I'm a 28 right now, but I will be a fucking 10 next year. I promise.
I love it. And I know you have a great frame, and like, there's no reason why you can't hit that. So I'm with you. I'm
going to get there. Anyways, what is it like building a house from scratch?
It's, to be honest with you,
Go ahead.
I feel like I'm the driver in all this stuff. Like Raven's definitely like, if I just say, hey, this is what I'm envisioning in my head, and here are 3 options that we can go with. Which one do you like? And she'll go, I like number 2 or number 3 or number 1, whatever it is. Yeah. And that has made it probably really easy rather than
also like super cool about it. I'm like, what cool, we're moving. All right, let's do it. I really don't have an opinion. So it actually makes it really tough on him because I don't have a strong opinion. And so, yeah, if he can give me some options, I can like see what I like or what I don't like. And then we can go from there. But Adam's like the best.
Joe, we kind of both play that role, but like it'll be like, okay, I've narrowed it down to like 3 couches, and he'll be like, I hate those 2, definitely that one. I'm like, great, that's all I needed was like someone to make that final decision.
Yeah, totally. It's been good though. Adam is so ahead of the game. He's got everything all the way from the permits from the city approved to, we have everything done. We just need to start breaking.
I think like it's that, the only thing that's left, we have our tile picked. I think the only thing we got to pick out is color, like small little piece, like wallpaper. Our fixtures are done. Appliances are done. We're just waiting on the lender. We had one lender that like fumbled on us. And so we have another one that's picking back up, but I got to file last year's taxes. I have an extension. So it's just like, there's just dominoes that need to happen beforehand in order to get it done. But like, I will say is if you're dealing with a really good contractor or builder that's done these types of homes, it really it helps streamline the process, because I think a lot of people do get overwhelmed. Yeah. And we have a really good team that's kind of like helping push this in a good direction. So I think it'll be fun. It's gonna be really exciting. It's gonna take about like 1.5 years, maybe 2 years. What I was
gonna ask.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys come visit. Joe and Adam will go golf, and then we'll go to the Omni Spa.
That's right.
I love that.
And we'll just hang out there for the day.
I love that. Do they give you so is it like a developer that's like, hey, these are like the 5 different house styles that you can choose from, and then you can pick and then like customize slightly accordingly?
No, what you're
Okay.
referring to is that's what's called a semi-custom. That's where it's like, hey, here are these like 5 floor plans, and then you can pick like your countertops, the color. You can maybe move a toilet or a sink
Yeah,
around.
because I have a
This
friend that was what they did.
this is 100%. This is like you fill out a questionnaire form to your architect, and they ask you like, hey, what are your hot buttons? What do you like? How do you envision your home? So you have a lot of like inspo pics and vision boards that you share with them, and then you talk to them about like small things like, hey, we have 2 kids, and so they're boys, right? So let's have their own separate bathrooms, and let's
They're
have
so like, they're also, first of all, he is so precise and like very type A that he even like measures the hallways, like how does it feel down the hallway. And like our architect, everyone that's involved is so thoughtful. Like they're like, are you right-handed or left-handed? Because that depends on where we're going to put the dishwasher, and that's where we're going to put your silverware drawer, because that makes most sense, like how you're moving around your house. Like
that's wild.
everything is thought out.
About.
Yes, like even the position of the sun and how it hits through the windows. And I mean, the smallest, tiniest things that you can think of have been really thought out. And I think it is because we have such a good team, but also like this is his dream and he's so type A. Like even the house we're in right now, Adam has taken such good care of it that whoever gets this house is going to be blessed. If we sell it.
True. Yeah. We don't know yet.
Do you think that's why you don't care? Because you trust the fact that Adam's a maniac?
Yeah.
He'll just get it done?
Yes, I think I'm pretty easygoing. And to be honest with you, I've had this conversation with a few of my girlfriends, is like, I grew up in a world where I didn't know anyone but one person that had a 2-story home. And so like in my brain, I haven't caught up to the thought of like, this is going to be my life. And it's just really hard for me to envision, because my dream home was the home I have now, a very small home with my kids running around and having a happy marriage. Like that was my envision. And so to have like a big house on a golf course, you can customize it. Like you're even thinking about where the sun is hitting in the windows. Like that is really, really far-fetched for me, but like I'm along for the ride. Like I love it, but it's just like my brain is not there.
Adam's like, well, we're doing it, so fucking get there.
That's right.
No, we literally have had an argument because he was like, you don't care. And I'm like, it's not that I don't care. It's just so hard for me to like get there. We're from 2 different worlds. It's like, but I'm cool with it. Like, I'm down
you
for
felt like Adam was like gonna mess it up. I feel like that just shows you also trust him to make the decisions as well. Because if you did it, you would be way more involved, just instinctively.
Yes. And then like when he showed me like the outside of the house and the stonework and like everything that he was envisioning, I loved it. He has such good taste. I was like, yeah, absolutely. We agreed on like all the colors, all the like tiling, like we were just so in it. So it's been
sometimes it's hard to envision too when it's like not in front of you. Like I find picturing like, you know, and It's Complicated. I don't know if you guys have seen this movie, when like
that's my favorite home. I'm also really into homes too, Adam. We're very similar.
That's really like architecture and design.
But food, design, and homes.
Golf.
Golf.
But you know, when Steve Martin is like showing Meryl Streep the home and it's like all like mapped out in the grass and she's like, oh, it's beautiful. I'm like, what are we looking at? Like it's designs in the grass. Like how does someone really know like what the feeling is until it happens? But I feel like that's also just like you can do it or you can't.
I would.
Yeah, I totally.
No,
agree.
you would be like, I get it, and
I love that home though. That's like my favorite type of home.
Yeah,
that's a really nice, beautiful home. I agree.
Yeah.
What are the elements of your home now that you're like, we have to bring this into the new home? And then what are the things where you're like, we don't have this, and I can't wait to have it.
This house is just so different.
Yeah, it's so different. This is like, so when we got this house is like built in 1952, but we gutted it and then we like kind of modernized it a little bit. I think
storage. We need more storage. We just did not even consider how much storage, especially after having kids. It's like, holy moly, how did we accumulate all this stuff? And I'm sure you feel the same, Serena, like being a quote unquote influencers on social media get sent so much stuff all the time, and it's just like you need a place to house everything.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
We have a 650 square foot apartment. You know how many boxes
Oh, I can't
are in
imagine.
this apartment? It's insane. You can't
You
even
guys are
walk.
maximum efficiency right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we really do our best to keep this place organized, but like even my sister was here and she's like, it's crazy. You get like 3 boxes and you feel it in the space because it's so
Yes.
small. Or like you like
Totally.
it's a little messy and it feels so cluttered. Like I'm like, just to have a room, like do you think you're gonna have any sort of like office or like storage room that's strictly meant for like influencer stuff, content, PR boxes, all the things?
Yeah, definitely.
It's already in the plans.
Yeah.
Raven's looking at Adam being like, are we?
Yeah, we have that. There's like, I don't know, there's neat things like it's like I call it a 1.5 story. So it's all the basic living spaces is down below. We also have a game room that's like detached from the family room. So that way, like the kids can be playing in there and you can have an eye on them, watch them. But then where the kids sleep, they sleep actually upstairs, and there's only like 2 or 3 bedrooms upstairs. And then downstairs is like, the primary bedroom, office, there's, a powder room. And then we also have a casita, which is for our guests. So that's to mimic virtually like a hotel room. So it has like a king size bed, has a coffee bar, has a washer and dryer, has, a nice shower and like sinks or whatever. So that way, when in-laws come or guests come, they feel like, hey, like
They're in their own separate
wing. Yeah.
wing of the house. So they're away from the kids. If they want a break, they can go over there. So
That's right.
yeah.
That is
How about a
Here
pool? Are
we're
you
all
building a
on
pool?
top of each other.
Of course, Joe. I couldn't do it without a pool. And I'm gonna have a pizza oven just for you.
Wow. Well, we're gonna be staying in that casita.
Yeah, we will be
Yeah.
there. You're gonna come outside and Joe's gonna be in your pool eating pizza. Be like,
I
hey,
love it.
welcome home.
The
All right,
best.
let's pivot let's pivot to Bachelor in Paradise. It's coming back on the air. Filming now in Costa Rica. How long was it since your season? What year was that? You remember?
2018. Right?
17.
17.
Yeah,
Wow.
1, 2,
'cause
3,
I
4,
was
5.
8 years.
Yeah, it's been 8 years since
Wow.
we exited the beach together. my
What
love.
season were you? Do you remember what number it was?
4? I think it was.
That would make sense.
Yeah, maybe we
4,
were 4.
and then you would have been 5.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
there was 6, a year off, and then 7
Yeah.
is when we
Yep,
went.
yep.
met.
Yep.
So what season is it on now?
This will be season, I think 10, because
Wow.
there was 2 seasons after us, and then they took a year off.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, so
Wow.
Anniversary.
getting engaged on the show, not being married, having 2 children. Obviously, there's you reminisce and you think about it. Now it's changing to Costa Rica. Do we have an issue with that? And how do we feel about the golden people being involved?
Ooh, good questions all overall. Well, I think Costa Rica. I think the change of scenery is great. I'm for what it's worth, it's just, if anything, the logistics are harder to get people down there and get acclimated or whatnot. But the reason why I'm a huge advocate of the show is because I tell everyone it's unlike The Bachelor, Bachelorette, or Golden. Instead of 25 people going after one person, it's just like it is a pool of playing matchmaker. And I feel
Your
like
chances are higher of meeting someone
Yeah.
you like. Yeah.
I mean, look at you guys, look at us, right? So you have these opportunities to meet people and mingle, and you get to see sometimes you get to do a little scouting report, before your season, to be like, oh, I saw you on your season, or Joe saw Serena on her season before, and now I think the success really comes out of the Paradise. I mean, you can see it. I think there's 8 or 10 really, really successful couples that have kids too.
I'm excited about the Golden.
I'm fired up
The
for it too.
Goldens being on the beach. I think that's going to be another element that's going to be very interesting that we've never had before, obviously. But I mean, what if they start? I mean, what if someone's a cougar,
Wait, or is that what you guys are saying? They're mixing Golden with
We
young
don't
people?
know.
Oh, they could be.
We don't
Oh,
know. That's been
shit.
a lot of speculation
I
around.
missed my
Oh,
opportunity.
dang. Man, that's
There's
kinda cool.
speculation on if it's gonna even be allowed, if there's gonna be an opportunity for it, or if they're just gonna keep them very separate, or if it's
They should mix them for sure.
I think do
because
it.
I think mix them because it'll be interesting. And then also I feel like the Goldens can give advice, and then also if they wanted to hook up, they could. And that would be very entertaining.
That would be wild. You tell me you got someone that's 30 years old.
But also, I feel like the younger ones could influence the Goldens too. Like they could be like really romantic or like, very into each other. And the Goldens could like kind of see that and be like, okay, let me just go for it. I don't know.
Yeah, I like that. I
see it.
also think, because I was thinking about this as we were talking, there's a much smaller pool of golden contestants than there is regular season
Yeah, which I
contestants.
don't think's good.
Well, there's no way that they can align the structure of like both groups the exact same for the whole season. Maybe they'll throw down like some parents, like some people that have been on the show. Like, get some of the moms and dads of the regular contestants down there.
I love it. I think it'd be great. I also think like our age people are kind of like media trained and the Goldens are not. Like, I feel like 100%. They'll be more themselves and like we can get some really outrageous things or like just maybe like more sincere, genuine things out of them instead of like our generation. Like we kind of know what not to say on TV. I don't think they do.
You know what we watched last night, because we're going to be recapping it on this podcast, is episode 1 of season 3 of Bachelor Pad.
Oh, yes.
Oh man.
The way people are talking about each other and the
just
amount
straight for people's love.
Oh, just like targeting.
Like you are ugly.
Yeah.
That's what we're watching today. Like your
ugly. Chin is bad. Your dress is hideous. Like the way people are coming for each other and they're like blackout drunk. You can just tell like social media, and they're even referring to like the tabloids, and like people have, just as you said, like naturally become media trained just
for sure
having social media.
I remember waking up in the Bachelor house and like when we started traveling, and I would have Jaeger for breakfast. Like that is diabolical. I would have pizza and Jaeger for breakfast. It's disgusting.
You were probably just like constantly like buzzed or hungover.
Yeah, like my season of girls, they said that my season of the girls on our Bachelor season was such drinkers that so many of us, we have all blacked out at one point in time. Like we were all just able to make good TV, but we don't remember some of the episodes.
I mean, I think it's really difficult to do reality TV and not drink. Like from day one of being on The Bachelorette, like the first thing I did was like, hey, like I'll take some beers to my room if I'm drinking. If I'm doing,
I agree.
Yeah,
you gotta take the edge off some way, right?
Just the nerves in general. I would not drink like that again, and I never drank like that in my life before. That was just like a super unusual situation. But like the nerves and like being aware of the cameras, you need a little something to fizzle that out.
Yeah,
that's right.
Like, I'm not someone that drinks every day, but every day on Bachelor and on Paradise, I was having a drink.
Had a drink.
Like even if it was just like a glass of wine at night, like I was having something.
Yes.
Like us, like we all failed on our first attempt at finding love on the show, right? Like,
yeah.
Do you and you guys, you're a success from Paradise. Do you remember how you felt going into that Paradise? If you were optimistic, if you were just like, I'm just doing this because it's fun.
Oh, we were just doing it because it was fun.
Yeah. A little bit of me was like, originally I had like even my partner that I work with at work, he was like, don't go to that, man. That's where all the rejects go. Don't waste your time. Don't do this. And I'm just like, a part of me was like, like my season was a little weird, right? Because I made it to like right before hometowns, but I didn't get a lot of airtime. And I felt like there was like a part of me where I'm like, well, I feel like people didn't really get to see me as a whole. And so I was like, well, there was a couple people I had my eye on in Paradise, and we talk about all the time. Like Raven was like, she wasn't on my radar per se, but I knew she was going to be there. But like when I went there and we started to talk, and I started to you start to really like just cultivate, a rapport and relationship with somebody. You're kind of like, all right, this is a cool.
We were surprised with each other.
Very.
For sure. He was not on my list, and I was not on his of like people we wanted to meet. And then when we met, it was like there was chemistry there, and then we were just both really surprised. Like, I kind of want to see Adam today. Like, I want to talk to him more. So.
Yeah. And the rest is history. Here we are.
Yeah.
How old are your boys now?
Gates turned 3 in January, and then Max will be 2 in July.
Oh my gosh. Have you guys thought about how and when you might introduce how you guys met? Or do you think
Oh my
it'll like
gosh.
That's a good question because I
What's so
sometimes think about that.
I think about this
Yeah.
too, to be honest. Like, it's like, does it organically happen? Like, you work on social media, will it like come up? Because eventually, like, it might hit an age where like they just like find out,
They're
you know,
gonna
like
want
someone's
Yeah.
mom
Eventually they're
brings
gonna
it
wanna
up to
talk.
them on a play date. Like, you know, your
Yeah.
mom was on The Bachelor.
Totally. I think we're just gonna for me, I guess I'm just gonna let it happen organically. But what's so funny is my mom brought a bunch of my like keepsakes over like a month ago, and I pulled out one of the magazines and it had like one of my hometown dates on it where I was obviously kissing someone that was not Adam.
Yeah.
And I like held it up really quick and I like put it down and Gates said, "You're kissing daddy?" And I was like,
And you were like,
"Yes, I
yes,
was
baby.
kissing daddy." And then I just shoved that right back in there. I was like, "Adam, throw this in the attic. Like, this is just too much." But yeah, I think it just, I mean,
didn't
they're
even
going to find
think
out.
about that element of like
Oh, yeah.
we're both on TV kissing other people.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And you don't think about that when you're in your early 20s. Like
Yeah.
that's just not, that's such a far-fetched idea. Like to think that I was going to marry this man that I met on the beach on Bachelor, like I didn't envision us having children.
It's yeah, life just
It
you
just
know,
happens,
yeah, and it
yeah.
happened. Like, we always say to tell everyone, we're like, we would have never probably crossed paths any other way.
Mhm.
Like even if
Yeah.
I was watching the show and I like maybe DM'd her and I never went on it, I don't think that it would have never flourished into what it is
Yeah.
today. So we're thankful for
The show.
the show and the stage that it gave us in order to kind of fall in love and move forward. And
But I also want the boys, if when the time comes and they see our episode or see our first date together, I want them to also think like mom and dad did really cool things. They took chances and they did like silly stuff. They made mistakes, but also like they lived their life to the fullest and like look what they did. And that's kind of like how I hope, that's kind of how I'm going to approach it if when it gets brought up, is that
yeah,
we want you guys to go live life, go do the wild, crazy stuff, go do the stuff you never thought you would do because you have no idea what's going to happen. I just want you to have like the best life and most fulfilling life ever. And if had we not taken that chance, we wouldn't have met each other, I don't think.
well said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Very
think
well.
you'll try to proactively have the conversation, or do you think you'll just wait till it feels okay, like these questions are starting to get asked, like now feels like the right time?
I think when it,
I think the latter.
Yeah,
I think the
yeah.
latter of, because I don't know. We have friends whose kids are, I don't know, 10, 12, 13. I'm curious to know what age they even would start asking. If they ask, they'd be like,
when
Daddy,
they get it,
yeah, Daddy,
internet
did
on
you,
their phone.
yeah, Daddy, were you on, did you meet mommy on TV? And you're kind of like, yeah. And you know, you bring it up then. I think that's the best way to handle it. Cause like, they don't understand it. They're too young to understand how
Yeah.
the concept of it
Yeah.
now.
We have
But
some
like,
time.
yeah, we got time.
You got time.
Totally. You have time. Even like I think with my parents, like the story of how they met evolved and became more detailed as I got older. And
Yes.
like certain
Exactly.
elements were added, you know, like, and they met in a very like normal, they met like through friends at a party kind of thing. So
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right, I'm going to ask you guys both the same question, but in a different way. So, Adam, you're going to go first. So, if let's say I'm Steve, and I'm going on this season of Paradise, and you and I are friends. I work for your company. Adam, like, what do you like? What should I do?
Knowing what I know now.
Knowing what you know now, and I don't know like
Honesty.
cliche, like just be yourself.
Yeah. I'd say go for it. You know, the younger you are, the more risk you can kind of take in life. And I feel like whether that's dating, whether that's doing something financially with your job, whether that's, you know, traveling the world or doing whatever you want to do, I would say go for it, because and have an open mind and allow yourself to embrace everything that's going to come your way. Don't hold up a guard. Be authentic, and you never know where it's going to land. And so whether you use the show for you know, how depending how open you are to like the whole concept of love and meeting other people, just go in with an open mind. And if it happens, it happens. And you never know where it's going to lead you. And, you know, if it doesn't work out, at least you can say, guess what? I did it, rather than doing the opposite, which is, dang, like, you know, 5 years ago, I had this opportunity. I should have done it. And then now you're going to have that regret in the back of your head. So go for it.
Good advice. I like that. Raven, what advice did you give Tia before going on to Bachelor in Paradise?
Oh, I said so much to Tia. I'm trying to like condense it into like 2 minutes. I think the biggest thing was to keep your mind open. Like I think a lot for girls, especially us girls, like just where we grew up and stuff, you have a picture in your head of like who you're going to marry or like the type of person you're going to marry. And like, you may not know that you're doing this, but by doing that, you may be really limiting yourself and limiting your family. Like Adam and I are so different in so many ways. Like if I had just said, okay, I'm going to marry this type of man and he's going to be from here and all that, like we would not have worked. I wouldn't have even like given him a chance, but my mind was completely open. And I think that's the biggest thing. I really just saw the writing on the wall with Tia because I knew Colton was going to be there and like that whole situation. So I was like, just keep your mind open to other people, like people you would never think in a million years you would end up with. Like talk to them, just see if there's something there because people can surprise you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
really
locked in on Colton. I remember that. There was no
Yeah.
talking to Tia. Like it was Colton. And you guys came down and hosted a date, which I didn't physically see you guys because you couldn't actually come to the pool side or wherever we were.
Yes.
Crazy though.
That was the year after, right? Right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it was the year after.
I'm just bummed. I asked him, I said, hey, are we going to make a cameo in Costa Rica?
We're also trying to go to Costa Rica.
This is a hot take.
No, Bachelor in Paradise was built brick by brick by people like us and you. So guess what?
Thank you.
Let's lean on that. Let's lean on. People love that.
That is my hot take, is that I think the successful couples should be on a pedestal when it comes to Bachelor in Paradise because we're all so different. We all live such different lives. We're all such different couples that it can really prove a point of like, hey, your person may be here. And that's what the show needs to keep going, is that successful couples coming out of it. But
yes, well, that was the issue with the last 2 season, is there was no successful couples.
Yeah.
Like, they had 2 years of like it's like, which is just proving your point. Like they took a year off, like they regrouped. Like you need, the show is based on producing love stories. As much as the drama is important for the success of the show, the longevity, I think, is partially based off the success of the relationships.
Yes. And I don't know if you guys feel this way, but if there's a couple that comes out of Paradise, Adam and I are always rooting for them so hard. Like we are devastated by the Bachelor, the breakups. We like hate it so much. There was like one couple we were so invested in one year where they're like sucking each other's toes. On the beach. We were like we're like, you know what, they can go the distance. And then when they broke up, we were just like so sad about it. But
did you guys think we would go the distance?
Oh yes,
1,000,000%.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
My only reservation, I was like, just depends how fast Serena gets her green card. But I'm like, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. I promise you, it's gonna work.
No, I always thought y'all would go the distance. Y'all just made sense to me.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Do you think is there anybody that you've watched like recently that you hope to see down there? And if you're not paying attention, that's totally fine too.
What do you mean see down there? Oh, you mean in the past seasons?
Oh yeah, past seasons. Like,
oh man, I'm gonna be honest, Joe. Man, this last year with the kids, well, like by the kids go down. You know,
well, you guys don't really watch a lot of TV. That's like your thing, isn't it?
No, and I want to.
We have only ever watched one movie together, and it was last year.
Wait.
Oh shit! I'm gonna get heat from Joe now.
You've only watched one movie together your entire relationship?
Our whole entire relationship.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
I know.
Wow.
And then every time we're on like a date with another couple, they're like, oh, are you watching this? Are you watching this? And we're like, nope. And then we were like driving home. We're like, you know what? Maybe we should try to watch TV because we can talk with other couples more, because it's such a reoccurring theme with couples watching TV. And like we kind of get to a stand, because like when you're watching a show and you're so invested in it and you're on a date with another couple that don't watch TV, it's like, there's like a brick there.
Yeah. You're like, oh, have you seen White Lotus? You're like, no. You're like, okay, well, here, how about our kids? And you're like, oh shit, it's all about the kids.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
bet you guys are better conversationalists just because you probably don't, waste
Yeah.
your minds on
I would
television.
think so.
What's the movie? What's the movie?
Oh, it was Inside Out, too.
Inside Out was
A
kind of
kid's movie.
sad.
Yes.
We
That's
both cried.
It was super, super relatable though to like I think individuals and even like parents. You're kind of like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, this is like you
Yeah.
really can see that from both sides.
And then when we were like driving, we're like, that was the best movie we've ever seen. And then everyone was like, that's the only movie you guys have seen. Like,
Yeah.
It's
it
a good
may
one.
not be that good.
That's a crazy
Were you
statistic
with your
about you
kids?
guys.
No, we went by ourselves, surprisingly. And the only two shows we've ever watched together all the way through was during COVID when I had him hostage and he was like, I'm literally in hell right now being at my house because he can't sit still. And we watched Breaking Bad and we watched Ozarks. And that was
Okay.
like, that's the only two shows we've ever
I
watched.
haven't seen either of those. I mean, listen, I would, if you were to binge any show, I really love Succession, but like Game of Thrones is a
Really?
Game of
So
Thrones is a
good.
good one to binge.
Okay. All right, Joe.
Okay, we'll give it a try.
You'll become obsessed.
But
Like,
if you're not really, well, no, you watch Breaking Bad and Ozark, so you're
Game of
into-
Thrones is
yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Um,
gotta. We're almost into that routine now where I'm like, once the kids are down, I'm like, I want to spend just 1 hour, just 1 hour. It doesn't have to be. I'm not talking like we don't have to sit for 3 hours and go to bed at 1 a.m. But like, just
Yeah.
take 1 hour and just chip away at an episode every night for like a month, right? But like, I
We've
want to do
tried
it.
before.
We've
Kids are
tried.
the only
Like,
ones
let me tell you,
working
man.
towards watching TV. Like
Kids will just like I just tell my like from the time you get home to the time they go to bed, then after that you're just like, dude, I want to wind down and I'm ready to go to bed. And so
Yeah.
life just gets busy, but it's fun. And
Yeah.
kids are the best thing in the world. It's a lot of work for parents, but like truly it's super rewarding. But like your whole your structure and the way you your priorities really do change. But
Yeah.
I think we're at the point now where we can take a little bit of a breather and we're like, hey, let's start having fun and watching things and connecting like we used to.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
that's good. Okay, well, we're running out of time. Anything you want to let our listeners know? Anything you got going on? Where to follow you? Yada yada yada.
We have a secret project we're a part of right now, so we may be back on TV soon. We may.
Okay.
We
Oh my
don't know.
gosh.
We don't know yet, but maybe. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's so
But,
exciting.
Yeah, you can always find us on Instagram, of course. We've been doing a lot of couples comedy as of lately. Adam's such a star over there and such a good sport for doing all the reels with me. So
Okay.
Try my best. I got a
Good
feeling.
job, Adam.
I got a feeling. Joe sets the bar really high, so I have to just be more active. So
Yeah.
that's the key.
yeah, you got to be more active. You've been doing good.
I'm terrible at social media.
Joe will be
I-
walking.
Joe, get out of here, bro. Come on.
I lead into it.
Joe, we'll just be walking. All of a sudden, he's filming something, talking to his phone. I'm like, "Oh, what are you doing?" He's like, "I just posted a reel." I'm like, "Just now, just what you just filmed?" He's like, "Yeah, no, like I just felt it in the moment." I'm like,
I love
That's
it.
amazing,
Takes
dude.
you
I
like
need
3
okay.
days to do it.
And then I'll look at Serena. I'll be like, I shouldn't have posted that.
Instant regret.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your busy day. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks for having us.
We love you. Thank you for having
Of
us. And I hope next time we go make a trip to New York, we can do a little quick food tour with you guys and spend a
We
day
would
too.
love that.
Yes. And please text me Austin Rex.
Yes, 100%. I got you covered. And that's when is that again?
The first week of June.
Okay, so you got all
I
right.
have
You still
time.
got like 3 weeks. Okay.
3 weeks. I gotta put some reservations in though. And to all our listeners, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Bachelor Happy Hour. Make sure you download and subscribe to the podcast.
We will have new and exclusive interviews coming your way. Thanks for listening. Bye.